In this video, I'm gonna share the amazing tool of the breath. It's a multi-tool that can help you facilitate a stronger body, a stronger state, without needing to change everything else. It's always available. That's the fantastic thing with the breath, but it's a skill. And a lot of people think that they are really good at it just because they are alive, because they breathe. But the truth is that we have a lot to work on our breath to make it more efficient. We have a lot of possibilities in improving this available resource in our own body. So, in this video, I'm going to share a couple of tools you can already start immediately with. For example, you can practice to use your deep breathing muscle, the diaphragm. That will connect the center of your body. It will tell your body that you're calmer than if you breathe up here. This type of breathing, the upper chest breathing, is meant in just emergencies. But in today's society, because of our posture, about all the stimuli, we breathe here way too much. So get your breath down into the diaphragm. And how you can do that is to breathe less. Breathe silently in through your nose. Aim your attention to widen down and out. I like to put a finger on the center of gravity, a couple of centimeters more or less below your navel. And then silent inhale, widening down and out. Not press your stomach out, but widening naturally down and out on the inhale. And then on an exhale, sigh. You could also breathe silent and slowly out again. That will also strengthen your diaphragm and make you use that muscle more. But this sigh of relief is basically what it is, a sigh of relief. And today's society, one of the reasons we don't use the diaphragm so much is because we have a way too high activation level in our nervous system. So the sigh of relief is really nice to reconnect with the center of our body and use the diaphragm more efficiently. So, silent inhale through the nose and let go. I will also later make a video where how you can self-massage yourself on the middle of the chest bone, a little bit in the angle between the clavicula and your chest bone, as well as on your lower ribs to have an increased activation of the diaphragm. Silent inhale and let go. But to go into details on these techniques, I will do it in later videos. Another way to activate a more efficient breath is to learn to breathe less. Light, slow, deep, by oxygen advantage through the Buteyko method is a fantastic way to make your breathing more efficient. Way too often we think we need to breathe more efficient. But the truth is, breathing less actually makes more of your oxygen going out to the tissues in your blood. You can check this out more later on, but in general, the everyday type of breath I would recommend is to practice to breathe a little bit less air in, breathe a little bit lower frequency, so lighter, slower, more or less 5 to 6 seconds in, and then you can breathe 4 to 5 to 6 seconds out. Only using your nose. What typically happens when people breathe slower is that they breathe bigger. But we still want it to be silent, we still want it to be slow, we still want it to be in the lower parts. So silent inhale through the nose. A slow, silent exhale through the nose again, 5 seconds. A key here is to not push it. So just a little bit longer. So if you do this rhythmic type of breathing, it's really nice to keep you awake but relaxed. A lot of people will feel a little bit more relaxed, but that's basically due to the fact that they're actually breathing in and out in less than 4 seconds typically. So when they breathe a little bit slower, they feel a little bit more relaxed, but they will still be awake if they breathe in this what we call coherent breathing. More about that type of breathing will come later on. And then thirdly, use your nose as often as possible. It's meant to breathe. It cleanses the air, it humidifies it. It has a lot of good effects by breathing through the nose. It produces more nitrogen, oxide, and so on. That's super good for your immune system and your blood circulation by many things. So that's the third one, breathing through the nose. The fourth one is to use the breathing as a tool to change our activation level. And basically we've been into it with that silent inhale and exhale, with the sigh, by breathing slower so you're on but still relaxed, the coherent breathing. But then you can use your breath to prolong your exhale. It's easier with the mouth in the beginning. You can have pursed lips. And you can train yourself to do it only with the nose. The key is to breathe less air at each second in order to make it more easy for yourself to lower the rate or lower your exhale. And that has the benefit of calming down your nervous system. So if you want to go to sleep or you want to just relax, then to take a longer exhale, ideally with a small break before your inhale. Your inhale not being that long and then prolonging your exhale. Super efficient for calming down your nervous system. The opposite, if you want to activate your nervous system, you feel lazy. What about just faster, longer inhales, fast exhale? That will activate your nervous system. So, but more often than not, it's the relaxation part, the breathing less part, the sigh of relief is the key thing to improve your breathing efficiency. So that's my tip for the day. Try each one of them. For example, 2 minutes today, one type, or 2 minutes each type, whatever suits you, but just make sure it's something you want to do, you wish to do it, it's not something you have to do. And then be curious, practice it, and remember, it's a skill. It's a skill that you need to practice to be really good at and master. So be patient, but start. It's one of the most amazing tools, and it's available just here, just now, as a resource to make your resources higher and lower the relative demands. So if you breathe poor, your relative demands increase. If you breathe good, the relative demands go down and you get more oxygen and your body gets a better physiology and it connects better, so you move better, so your resources increase. That's the aim of the game. Then you can do more of what you want and you will have more energy. And you can maybe even do more difficult things because you have more resources. So that was this video. It became much longer than expected, but I wish you the very best and have a good practice. Remember, do it, don't try. Just do it.